What's good, y'all, man? No, I haven't had a video in a couple days, but I'm back. Been super busy, man. Had the League Classic, called all the games, man. So it's been a busy few days. But if you've been plugged in on my YouTube, I've been sharing a lot of shorts. But now it's time for the long form videos. We're gonna talk about Harold Perkins. So I don't know where I've seen it, but I seen somebody said that he was thinking about hitting the portal, but obviously he's not. He's gonna return for 2025. Obviously he tore his ACL, so that was obviously tough to see. And I think a lot of LSU fans wanted to see him take that next step forward, right? They wanted to see what he was going to be able to do and, kind of have more of a bigger impact. But now think about this, LSU fans. You got Patrick Payton now, and you also got Harold Perkins. So both of those guys are probably be on opposite sides, with him playing the outside linebacker. And then you get another year with him. Now, obviously, he has to, rehab, get better, stronger, faster. But I like that for that defense. And think about this. Whit Weeks as well, one of the top linebackers in the SEC. And then you look at Harold Perkins, Patrick Payton. You got the makers of potentially good defense next year when you look at the SEC. So, hey, man, if I was an LSU fan, I'd be excited. Now everything just depends on the health and just how much he can progress going forward for Perkins, and then how much can Garrett Nussmeier progress as a quarterback in that system. They got some good guys coming in. I know they've hit the portal as far as bringing in guys in. Quarterback situation looks really good. Like I said, they just got to improve with Nussmeier with the short and intermediate. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with taking the big plays down the field. But now you got to get into a position where Nussmeier's going to trust his eyes. He's going to try to hit the short seam and the intermediate, and he's going to deliver. Now, you lost some guys. Obviously, C.J. Daniels hit the portal. I think he ended up at Miami. But you got, some guys in Kyron Lacey. You got some guys that you could depend on, and you got a nice guy in Durham at the running back spot as well. So LSU definitely has everything they need in order to be really good next year. Now it's just taking that next step and doing so. So Harold Perkins being back, huge news, along with Patrick Payton, kind of manning him on the opposite side. Didn't have the most productive year that he wanted to have, but it's still a very good player. Now, other news, Mike Matthews, man, officially hit the portal. I heard he had like 7 catches, 90 yards, a couple touchdowns this past season, but obviously wants a more or wants a bigger role, in the offense going forward. Now, it's going to be interesting to watch him, see where he decides to go, obviously, with the portal here. I think that's going to close for this December window pretty quickly. So this could be something that we see, maybe we'll see here right before the portal closes, or it could be in the spring window. We maybe see him choose a team. But was really good at high school, man. As you guys can see, he was a 5-star prospect. Enjoyed watching him play. Got a chance to see when he played Parkview, when he was playing Kale in the Corky Kale Classic. And the kid was a stud, man. Tough to stop. Nice athletic receiver. Get to the second level fast. Yak guy, can catch the 50-50 ball. But now he needs to be put in a situation that could benefit him the most, and that they're going to use his talent. I know disrespect, Tennessee is obviously loaded that wide receiver, but it'd be interesting to see where he goes. I wouldn't be surprised if it's an ACC school, or potentially maybe a Big 12 school. Not saying he can't play in the SEC. I definitely think he could. Some people are rumoring Georgia. I just think Georgia's going to be very talent heavy and talent rich. When you look at a 2025 class, you look at Jacoby White coming back. You look at C.J. Wiley, who I heard is making plays out there early on. You look at Taylor Taylor. Like, they got guys coming in, and Georgia's going to be really good. So it's going to be interesting to see where he goes. And I think Auburn's loaded, too. When you look at Eric Singleton Jr., you look at Sam Turner coming in his 2025 class, along with Cam Coleman and Malcolm Simmons. Auburn's loaded as well. So Auburn doesn't seem like a good fit either. But it's going to be interesting to see. Not saying he can't play. He obviously can play SEC ball. But just where can he go and contribute right away? That's going to be interesting to see where he chooses. But this guy is an absolute stud, man. Can't wait to see where he lands. Last but not least, another really interesting one. Jaxson Dart also has entered the NFL draft. Had a pretty good career at Ole Miss. Would like to see him play some more meaningful football. But I think early on, when you look at him, probably will be a project. No disrespect to him. I don't think he's one of those guys that's going to come in early and start, for whatever school or whatever NFL team that he goes to. But I think a guy like in the right system, the right fit, he could potentially do some things. Like when we looked at Bo Nix, we thought, first round draft pick, but we didn't see maybe him going in and starting early. He started early, and for the most part, he's flourished under his head coach, Sean Payton. It has him on the brink of a playoff, and essentially making the NFL playoffs. So I think he got to get the right system, the right coach, the right offense in order to kind of fit him. And it wouldn't be bad for him to sit behind for a year or two. A lot of quarterbacks have done it. Jordan Love's the most recent example, and we see him with what he's doing, and he has his team in the playoffs and a potential chance to make a run this year. So I think it's going to be important for Jaxson Dart to go to a spot. They trust him, they allow him to flourish, and can he win those big games, especially when it comes to the NFL? We're going to find out here pretty soon. Now, obviously had a great career at Ole Miss under head coach Lane Kiffin, but interested to see what he's able to do next. But that's all I got for today. Appreciate y'all tuning in.